Good afternoon, good people. This your boy P9 coming at you with another video, another vlog. And I am here in Little Rock, Arkansas, the state capital of Arkansas. And this is actually my first vlog in the state of Arkansas. So I'm really excited about that. But before I continue, I just wanted to basically wish everybody a safe return home. There was a pretty big storm in Alabama and a lot of other surrounding states. Where I'm from Alabama, and there was a huge storm. I was questioning whether I was going to be able to travel, but the storm passed this morning, and so here I am. So I'm safe, and I hope everybody else is safe that was in that storm. So with that being said, I'm here on one of the major drags of Little Rock, Markham Street. So it's the corner of Conway and Markham. And so far I'm over here by this DoubleTree Hotel. By the way, this is Thursday afternoon. In the early part of the afternoon, it's a little after 12. Wow, check this out. They have what's called the Rock Region Metro. So it looks like a little streetcar right here. So, I didn't know Little Rock had streetcars. That's interesting. Wow. A lot of these cities are bringing back the streetcars too, what I've noticed. Atlanta did it about 10 years ago. I believe New Orleans is still doing it. But right here is what looks like the old State House Museum. Pretty nice historical site right here. Got the cast iron fence right over here. Got the little eagles right here. Yeah. Good. How are you? Yeah. Yeah, check this out. Look at these seats. I think they're made out of iron too. It's like wrought iron. Yep, this is the exterior. There goes those columns. That Greek revival form of architecture that you see on a lot of these like 1800s, late 17, early 1800 structures. Because this building has been up for like 200 years almost. We're talking like this building was completed in 1842. I just read that up, and it is still standing. It functions as a museum, obviously, but it was once it once functioned as the state capitol building of Arkansas. But it's a really nice day to be out. Nice and sunny. As I continue down Markham Street. Now, Little Rock is the largest city in the state of Arkansas, besides being the capital. And they actually got a few tall buildings over there. I didn't realize Little Rock had such tall buildings, because I've driven through the city of Little Rock years before, but I've never actually stopped downtown, because me and my mother took a road trip cross country. We was on I-40. We passed through Little Rock, and that's pretty much the most that we've ever seen, most that I've seen of the city prior to this. This right here, this building is called the Capitol Hotel. In fact, let me go over here. This is a historic building called the Capitol Hotel. And it's still a landmark to this day, but it opened back in 1877. According to this marker, Ulysses S. Grant, who was the president during that time, visited Little Rock, him and his wife. And they were guests at this hotel. So it's an historical landmark. Let me go ahead and walk underneath here. See the painters over here painting the columns. And they actually have a bar. They have a bar and grill right here on the lobby right here across the street that's linked to this Marriott hotel is the State House Convention Center. Big on Little Rock. See, here's a closer look. This is the entrance to the State House Convention Center. Wonder what this building is. Looks really, really old. Has like the cinnamon colored bricks, but it's like 8 stories up. I don't know if it's an apartment building. I think they're lofts. They're lofts, that's what they are. I just saw on that sign over there, it says Block 2 Lofts. That building right there looks like it used to be a warehouse. Oh, look, check this out. Here's a compass. It's a sculpture of a compass, and it shows the Louisiana Purchase Survey that took place in 1815. Now this is, according to this right here, this sculpture by Michael R. Warwick and Aaron P. Hussey. Shout out to them. This was the first survey of the American West. Really nice. I like seeing stuff like that in these cities. I love sculptures and murals and all of those type of things. There goes that streetcar again. That would be pretty nice to ride one of those. May do that. Now Markham Road or Markham Street continues down this way, but for now, for the time being, I'm gonna detour over here and check out this sculpture right here. This is called the Songam, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, Songam Martial Arts Gate. This is really dope. I did not know Little Rock had anything like this. Then again, this is my first time visiting the downtown, and yeah, this is pretty neat. See, over this way is a river trail, so it goes towards the I want to say it's the Arkansas River, the river that runs through Little Rock. Wow, this is really peaceful. This would be a good place to practice martial arts, right over here in this area, because this looks like this is a fountain. Like this, as far as I'm not sure what geometric shape this is. It looks like let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like it has 10 sides to it. It's an interesting shape. Very tranquil, very peaceful. So that wall that we just saw, these were the founding members, and they actually, these are like martial artists. Yeah, you had Grandmaster Soon Ho Lee, Chief Master Robert Alimer. Let me get a little bit closer. But right here, this is the Grandmaster H.U. Lee. And let me get a little bit closer so you can see this. As a huge fan of martial arts myself, this is very compelling to me. It's good to know that no matter how much negativity is going on in the world, that you can get out and enjoy nature for free, basically. All you have to do is just get out and have the curiosity. Stuff like that you can't put a price tag on. Let me go ahead and walk back this way towards Markham Street and continue walking down Markham. This is the second week of May 9th to be exact, and the weather is absolutely gorgeous. I didn't really think it was going to be like that, given the fact that it was storming, but this is Arkansas. It's a different part. It's kind of the same part of this. It's basically the same part of the country as Alabama, but it's just a few states away. So at the corner of Markham and Scott. This is the Little Rock Chamber of Commerce right over here. So we're heading towards the River Market District. Like a lot of restaurants in this area. Starting to see a lot of restaurants, mainly locally owned restaurants. You have a Big Whiskey's Bar and Grill over here. You have a Diablo's Mexican restaurant, tacos. Go ahead and cross. Walk a little further down here. The Red Room, Little Rock. Gus's famous fried chicken. Here's the Bobby L. Roberts Library of Arkansas History and Art. So this is the nicely architected Central Arkansas Library System. This is the main library. Usually it's a library system. They have branches across the city, but this is the main branch downtown. So it's actually a nicely architected building. I like the little steel panels up here. It's pretty cool. Right over here you have River Market. So we're in that, we're in the River Market district.
I think it did. Because just, I don't know, there were a lot of details that were very specific.
So I just looked it up, and this building, the River Market, was built in 1996. So it was part of a revitalization effort to basically revitalize, give downtown Arkansas or Little Rock a facelift, basically. And again, it's another one of those things where they revitalized it, and it just so happened to be in the riverfront, around the riverfront area of the city. As we'll see soon enough, we're going to go down to the riverfront. Y'all know me. If you watch me, if you've been watching me, you know I love riverfronts. Check this out. Go over this way. Check this out right here. Looks like he's playing like a banjo or something. This is a nice sculpture. Rick Redden. So he must have been a legend right here at Little Rock. So this is given by his friends at the Moss Tucket Real Estate and Central Arkansas Library System. So yeah, 2013. That was really nice. So it's called the Metro streetcar, those streetcars we saw earlier. And this is one of the stops right here. I'm back, you guys. Sorry about that. The camera had cut off because it was too hot. Temperatures out here are pretty, I think it's in the 80s right now, but it's pretty hot out here. So, but nevertheless, I'm back. And now making my way towards the riverfront. Check this out. I like that right there with the butterflies. Looks like a field trip going on. Called the Medical Mile. I wonder if people have like picnic, like ill events, family reunions, or I wonder what these actually think. These like shelters are used for right here. But this is the Riverfest Plaza. This is the River Market Pig. And here's the flower bed that surrounds it. So Sandy Scott was the artist of this River Market Pig, and it was donated by Dean Kumperis. So it's a sculptors guild, National Sculptors Guild that Sandy Scott is part of. Shouts out to her. That was a nice sculpture of the part of River Market Pig. So as you can see from over here, there's an amphitheater that actually sits. See right over here, it sits like in front of the river. Yeah, Little Rock got it going on now. I'm approaching the Arkansas River Trail. So this is actually part of a river trail, which means that you could actually walk down the trail and go through like multiple parks in Little Rock, and also other towns that surround Little Rock. As you can see right here, you see the skyline of Little Rock. This view from the Riverfest Amphitheater. Oh, wow. I'm approaching the Junction Bridge right here on the Arkansas riverfront. I'll check that out before I get on the bridge. Just see that right there. I'm gonna get a closer up in a minute, but yeah. Side note, right across the river from Little Rock, right across the Arkansas River, is North Little Rock, Arkansas. Which is basically just an across the river suburb. But North Little Rock is also like a city in its own right. Feeling a little adventurous today. I'm gonna go ahead and walk up the Junction Bridge. I can walk up some stairs. I definitely don't mind doing that. Look at that view from the Junction Bridge of that skyline. That is awesome. And look at that bridge over there as well, across the river. There's like a white steel arch, double arch bridge over there.
Good.
See, this Junction Bridge is 385 feet of lift span, as you can see right here. Speaking of elevations, Montgomery and Little Rock, and they do share some similarities, in my opinion, in regards to the riverfront. It's just that Little Rock's riverfront is more developed, but you know, as far as elevation, Little Rock and Arkansas, as far as their city's elevation, are pretty much neck and neck. Just Little Rock has a little slightly more elevation. But yeah, this is the Junction Bridge, and look at the views that you get of the city from over here. And there goes the side of that amphitheater that we saw earlier. And again, across this river is what's called the Simmons Bank Arena. Go ahead and make my way back down the Junction Bridge, right back downstairs. Cause your boy is a little scared of heights. Nah, I'm just joking. But it's nice that they have these benches sitting up here. So just in case you get a little tired from walking up all of those stairs, you can just relax for a minute on those benches. Just check out the view, you know, just take in the view of the city and take in the view of the water. And once you rest it up, you could make your way back down the stairs. Watch my step as I go down. How many flights was that? I think it's 5 flights, 5 or 6 flights of steps. I will say this, you'll definitely get your workout on going up all them stairs and walking on the riverfront. If your goal is physical fitness, getting in shape, hey, come holler at the Junction Bridge in Little Rock, Arkansas. On the Arkansas riverfront. You'll be squared away after you walk up and down those stairs.